Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. What a difference a day makes. Came here yesterday to do a little video in Hobbycraft and it was pouring with rain. The video messed up, so maybe that was a good thing. This is Maidstone, it's by the river, which is kind of pretty. They have a festival here every year, which is really nice. My favourite shopping centre over there with the House of Fraser and lots of other goodie shops that I really like. But if I pan left, through these cars just there, that's Hobbycraft, and that's where we're heading now. So I'm going to pause the video while I walk across the road because otherwise I'm likely to get run over, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, so here we are at Hobbycraft. I'm hoping that my little furry thing is keeping the wind out of this recording. So they've had a bit of a refurb in here. I noticed yesterday the yarn used to be at the back and the total upstairs was completely empty. They had a few concessions up there, but they have gone now. So I'm going to pause while I go upstairs because you'll hear me huffing and puffing. Okay, so this is the yarn section. It's quite a lot, and for those of you across the pond, this is going to be a little bit more like what you're used to in your stores. So let's have a go. This whole section has gone over to the Women's Institute yarns. I only had a few of these before. I did buy one of these to make a bag strap, but they are a little bit nicer now. They're quite soft. But they are all on a 3 for 2, and they are £3.40. And let's have a look. It's quite deceiving. I think this is a 100-gram ball, even though, yep, it is. But it is very fine. A bit too fine for me. I don't usually work with anything thinner than a DK. I do sometimes, like occasionally, but not very often. This is very soft, this In the Zone. Very, very soft, and that's £4, 3 for 2. Still not as cheap as Poundland, but that is very soft. I'd heard of a lot of people saying about the Women's Institute yarns being really good. I guess some are a lot cheaper than others. This is kind of on a par with a lot of DK. It's not, you wouldn't not want that next to your skin. And that's also on a 3 for 2, and it's only £2.25. Maybe I should have got a basket. I think that's their budget range. They used to have a lot more different yarns in here than they do now. A lot more makes, but they didn't have this huge section of the Women's Institute. So these are £10.50 on a 3 for 2, and they're 400-gram balls. So that's not too bad. Struggling to manoeuvre this big ball on my own. With one hand, I mean. So what are you? Aran yarn. So they do have Aran, but again, the colours are not particularly pretty. Although this one's kind of interesting. Got a pinky fleck. And that's a nice sheen to it. So yeah, not bad yarns. Still quite expensive though. £21 for 3. So you'd be paying £7 a ball, wouldn't you really? It's not too bad, I guess. I think I'm being a little bit tight. Has been known. That's a bit rough. Wouldn't quite like, this is different. Got a lot of shimmer to this. Very small ball. But it is a 50-gram fashion yarn. That's quite nice. Some lovely colours in it. A dark blue and the white. It's got a real nice shimmer to it. Right, silky. And then we've got the fluff, which is Get Your Fluff On. This is Hobbycraft's own, just called Knitcraft. Very soft. I mean, that is crazy soft. £3. And on a 3 for 2. Well, that hurt my knees. I think I need to get fitter. And then we've got patterns. That feels nasty. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. No. These are the kind of rough feeling, 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, but it's not horrible, it's just, you know. So we've got Caron cakes. These are quite small. But, they're £6, which is quite dear for that, I think. Anyway, this is only 100 grams. They used to have the big cakes. I think they probably do further round. What's this? Cotton yarn. Creative cotton. That's nice and soft. 50-gram ball. None of these are our 3 for 2 around this section though. And we've got the sugar and cream. Heard a lot about this. A little bit rougher than I'd like, I must admit. Then the next aisle. Got 2 aisles this time. And we've got a lot of Sirdar yarn. We've also got the Caron Simply Soft, which they didn't have all this before when I came in. We've got these giant Aran tweed. More choices of Aran, and the Caron cakes. They're £10. That's the one that I bought, this purple one. So they're £10 a ball. Quite like the look of these. This is a Sirdar jewel spun. Ooh, that's not bad. I think that's £9. Don't really have much of it though. Baby yarn. Lots of the baby chenille. Quite large balls. More Caron. These are the baby cakes. Caron baby cakes. And they're £8. Quite a lot of different ones. Now this is huge. This is the burnout baby blanket. That is very similar to what they had in Aldi last year, but nowhere near as squishy. But the same colours. That's the colour that I made my grandson's blanket with. I just noticed I had you at a very funny angle there. I hope the blood didn't go to your head. So what we got here, this is lovely. This is the Sirdar Snowflake. They've had this around for years, but it is lovely and soft. Got some lovely colours in it. £2.20 for a ball. And is that a 50-gram ball? I think it's hard to do that with one hand. I haven't got the gimbal today because I've got my new microphone in, and if I put that on, I can't use the gimbal, so I'm going to have to work a way around that. That's a nice one. It's Peter Pan. Sorry, out of shot. Peter Pan Precious. And a little... It's cute. Would you believe it? As if. Honestly. So what's the other side? This is more Hobbycraft's own. Lots and lots, as you can see. Every aisle has a whole row of pattern books. This is pretty. Look at that. This is, don't think it's coming out the proper colour, but it is a beautiful peach with a sparkle. You see the sparkle there, just picking it up. That is really lovely and glitzy. Baby Brilliance. That's nice. £4, 3 for 2. That's a nice pattern. Just a granny square though, isn't it? At the end of the day. And they have their Hey Baby range. £3.30 on a 3 for 2. Now this is very fluffy. Very, very fluffy indeed. Look at that. It's got a shimmer, but I don't like that at all. I don't know why, it's just not me, really. A bit too fluffy. This, on the other hand, caught my eye. This is really nice. I think this is their equivalent to Shawl in a Ball. Shawl We Dance. And that's a 3 for 2. They're £7. They're really nice. They're not the softest, I'd have to say. But I'm going to put it against my face. Neck. Don't think I'd want a scarf made of that, but it's not over. I think there are people who would. It's just me. I'm mega fussy when it comes to things like that around my face. Oh no, that's nasty. Nasty budget range. Hug It Out. That's very fat. Lots of fat yarn here. This big chunky super chunky. It's only £2.50. That's really soft. Some nice colours too. Got purple, blue, red, grey, black. Oh, more pinks, and a really nice kind of rust colour. Look at that. You can make a really thick blanket with that, but I love this stuff. It's called chinchilla, and it actually does resemble a chinchilla. It's amazing. Lovely. Look at this. Look at that. It's just crocheting with fur. And that's my James C. Brett, and they are £6.50. Not a 3 for 2 though. And then we've got the James C. Brett marble. So you can see this is there's loads of them, look, different colours. But these are an awful lot more like the stores that you see across the pond. James C. Brett Flutterby, absolutely lovely and soft, but fibres get up my nose and make me sneeze. And this is the Wendy yarn. That's quite nice. That's really soft. Quite like that. £4. Not keen on those colours though. But the burnout velvet, that really is so velvety. I could stay here and stroke that all day. Why is it as soon as I see anything furry, I really do have to sort of start stroking it as if it's alive? I think, is it just me, or does that happen to you? More Flutterby. Then we've got the looms. And there's flat loom. Lots and lots of. Over the other side we've got silks and cottons, tools, crochet hooks and knitting needles. But along this back wall, if I come over here, got all the bags, knitting bags, sewing boxes, and then you've got the back wall full of yarn. So yes, this is my favourite, the Hayfield Spirit. I've got 3 of those. They're £4.75. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? I've got 3 this colour. Never have made anything with it. Look at that one. Wow. That is very bright and jolly, isn't it? And they've got other colours, but this is still my favourite. Still my favourite one. I don't know if 3's enough to make anything rather. I don't know whether I should get some more. Possibly before time runs out and they don't do it anymore. But they've got lots. This is lovely. I bought this one before and it is £3.20. And look at that. It's black with a green shimmer. And they do it purple with purple shimmer. So that is kind of similar to the one that's in Poundland. I'd say it's similar squishiness, but that Lurex does feel a little bit rougher than the Lurex that's in the Poundland yarn. But they've got some beautiful colours. Look at that one. So as I've not got my gimbal, I'm sorry if my camera's a little bit all over the place wherever my eye takes me, but it's much smoother with the gimbal, but then it will be quieter. So I'm going to have to see if I can work that out, or just every now and then do a video that's of scenery but a lot quieter. Tiny little balls here. What the heck are they about? Rico rum. Very pound. They're tiny, aren't they? Miniature balls. Wow. They're quite stiff, I would say. That's definitely a rough type of cotton, 4-ply cotton. So you got nice soft cotton. There's the Rico rum. I guess it's for amigurumi, really. Probably makes up lovely toys. So that is Hobbycraft. What do you think of Hobbycraft? Lots of pattern books, lots of everything. And this is just one small section. There's the rest of Hobbycraft. There's loads downstairs. This is just the front part. This whole building just goes back. There is a reduced section which is at the back of the store, so I'm going to pause the video and go down. And that is kind of pretty. It's £5, but I don't think there's really enough to make very much with when all said and done. got some very, very fat yarn and some really crazy fluffy stuff. Temptation, just £2 a ball, but it's extremely fluffy and I can feel already I'd be allergic to that. And we've got this sweetie, and that's £2. These are enormous, look at that. And this one's have got like a little sequin on them. What else is in the clearance over here for £1? Oh, it's So What. Put the label over it. Fine. Really is actually quite nice. Not bad for £1. Got like a pale blue and a grey and a lilac. So the rest of Hobbycraft, lots and lots for sewing. So that's it. Thank you very much for joining me, and that's Hobbycraft. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. It's down here somewhere. Hit on the notification bell and you'll be informed when there are new videos, and lots and lots of fun. So thanks very much for watching, and I'm going to stop moving this camera because it's probably making you all dizzy, and I'll say bye bye for now.